Stacy's profile on Tinder was created by her best friend Sophia. Stacy did not like the concept of meeting people online at all, but due to the pandemic, she had no other option left. One night after finishing her office work, Stacy was sitting on her couch and using her phone, when a notification from Tinder came on her phone. "You have matched with Victor." Stacy's profile was matched with a boy named Victor. Stacy instantly tapped on that notification and started looking at Victor's profile. During this time, Stacy got a small message from Victor. "Hi." Stacy found Victor's profile very attractive. Stacy replied back to Victor and they started talking on text like this. Stacy started finding the conversations happening with Victor very interesting. After talking for about an hour, Victor asked Stacy, "Will you go on a date with me?" Stacy was also interested, so she also said yes. On this, Victor sent another message, "Why don't we go on a date right now?" Actually, it was 3 o'clock in the night, so Stacy thought it was a joke and replied jokingly. Stacy wrote, "Why not?" But what happened after that was not funny at all. As soon as Stacy messaged Victor, he went offline. And then suddenly there was a knock on Stacy's door. Stacy was shocked to hear a knock on the door so late at night. Stacy looked through the peephole of the door and did not see anyone. Even after opening the door, there was no one there. At the same time, another notification came on Stacy's phone. It was a message from Victor in which he had written, "You are looking very good in this black dress of yours." Reading this, Stacy's face turned pale. She started looking around in panic, but there was no one around. She closed the door tightly and came back to her house. Then Victor's message came again. "Don't be afraid. I was just praising you." Stacy was now finding all this a bit strange. She messaged Victor and asked him how he came to know the color of her dress. But Victor did not answer this. Stacy started finding all this very shady. And that is why she turned off her phone and lay down on the couch. But after a few seconds, Stacy got a notification again on her phone. Stacy got scared because she had just switched off her phone, so it was impossible for a notification to come on it. On checking her phone, she saw that Victor had messaged her, "I have not given you permission to sleep yet." As soon as Stacy read this, the bell of Stacy's house started ringing loudly. Not only this, the lights of her house started flickering. Stacy was going towards the door with her hand on her ear, when suddenly there was silence and Stacy got a message again. "I think maybe we both are made for each other." On reading this message from Victor, Stacy started crying out of panic. And she asked Victor that why is Victor doing this and who is he after all? There was no reply for some time, but then a message came. "I think I have started loving you. Do you love me too?" Stacy's condition was getting worse after reading all this. She just threw the phone and started crying. Then she felt 2 hands on her neck which were strangulating her. Then Stacy's phone started ringing with the sound of notifications one after the other. Victor's messages were still coming. "Baby, tell me that you love me." Some breathing. Was having trouble. Probably there was no other way left to escape. That's why Stacy said in her choked voice, "I love you too." And suddenly both the hands were lifted from her neck. Victor's message came, You are mine now, you will always be mine. Come on, go quickly and get ready, we have to go out too. Stacy's breathing had started getting faster due to the messages coming on Victor's phone. She was not able to understand what was happening to her. Stacy was now so scared that she started agreeing to everything Victor said. There was a danger to her life if she refused Victor's wishes. So she went inside her room to get ready as per Victor's wish and then she secretly told everything to her friend Sophia through a text message. When Stacy was changing her clothes, Victor's message came again. It was written in it, "Baby, take off your clothes." Seeing this, Stacy got very scared. At first she started taking off her dress, but then she started crying very loudly and in frustration she threw her phone on the ground. Her phone had now fallen on the ground and was broken. Stacy sat on the sofa, very scared, waiting for Sophie to come. After about 5 minutes, Stacy's doorbell rang. Stacy ran to the door, thinking that Sophia would be on the other side of the door. But when she opened the door, she again did not see anyone. Stacy became more scared and then a voice came from the speaker of her broken phone. "Baby, you cannot run away from my love. But you will be punished for what you are doing." After saying this, the sound stopped. Stacy was very scared when a black shadow came towards her again and started strangling her. But at the same time, Sophia also reached her house and came inside through the open door of the house. She saw that Stacy was strangling herself. As soon as Sophia went near her, Stacy fainted there. Sophia gave her water to drink and Stacy hugged her and started crying. After Sophia's arrival, the strange incidents happening with Stacy stopped. The next morning, Stacy told the police about the incident that happened with her. When the police checked the records of Tinder, they did not find any trace of Victor, who had Stacy's phone. Everyone started explaining to Stacy that maybe all this was a delusion of her mind. But she only knew that whatever happened to her that night, it was all true. Stacy is now in therapy. No one knows when the fear in her mind will go away. Stacy has changed her house. Now she lives with her parents and just prays every day that the name Victor does not appear on her phone again. What do you think? Was Victor real? Was it all just a hoax? Stacy had some mental condition. Whatever it was very scary. Why? If you agree with this and if you like this story, then